In this video, I am going to be sharing with you the foods that can help you in managing the symptoms of PCOD. So PCOD is a condition wherein a woman has small cysts in the ovaries. This condition can trigger diabetes, infertility, acne issues, and also excessive hair growth. In PCOD, there is insulin resistance, and also lot of women have weight gain issues. There's no exact cause of PCOD, and doctors believe that some women have predisposition towards it. The first most common symptom is irregular periods, but if that's not the case, it can largely go undetected. So for few women, PCOD is diagnosed when they are trying to get pregnant, because lot of women face problems with fertility. In most of the cases, an ultrasound is a one way which is used to detect, but the other way to detect PCOD can be by conducting blood tests which include insulin and hormonal check like testosterone. If we talk about the symptoms of PCOD, women suffer from irregular periods, excessive facial and body hair, which is also known as hirsutism, diabetes, infertility, acne, weight gain, oily skin, heart trouble, and migraines, and few other symptoms. If periods are largely irregular and not corrected over a long period, then risk of uterine cancer can also occur. There is also mood swings and bout of depression to be milder symptoms of PCOD. If we talk about the dietary management in PCOD, there's no permanent cure, but symptoms can easily be balanced through the right diet and adequate exercise. So let's talk about few considerations regarding your diet that you need to take care of. The first is you have to include more fruits and fresh vegetables in your diet and avoid dairy based product, because it has been seen in few patients that dairy based products increases the insulin levels and aggravate acne and other symptoms. The next point is that you should include lean meats like fish and avoid red meat. There was a study in 2013 that reveals eating meat which is red meat increases the risk of infertility, so it's best to avoid it. Also limit the sugary foods and drinks. It's best possible to put a stop to them. The third point is avoid saturated and hydrogenated fat. Make sure always read the label. Saturated fat are the fats which are found in animal product or dairy products. Saturated fats are responsible for increasing the low density lipoprotein, which is the bad cholesterol in your body. So make sure to include healthy fats which are rich in omega-3, which also have anti-inflammatory effect like walnut, flax seeds, chia seeds, olive oil or fish. Point number 4, the diet that a PCOD patient needs to follow can be similar to a one which a diabetic patient is advised by, which I mean that your diet should consist of lots and lots of fiber, which includes both soluble and insoluble fiber as well as protein, and you have to limit the processed food and simple carbohydrates. You have to pick foods which are low in glycemic index, whole wheat or whole grains, and pulses and legumes. The fifth point is try to avoid sugar, honey, jaggery, refined cereals like maida, and make sure to read the labels if you buy any groceries. Coming to the next point, inclusion of herbs. So herbs like methi dana, flax seeds, cinnamon can help you in keeping your hormones in balance. And coming to the next point, which is regular physical exercise. You have to make a habit for at least 30 to 60 minutes a day of exercise, which includes cardio and a combination of strength training, because it will help you in reducing your insulin resistance. A high insulin resistance will make you overweight. It can also cause darkening of the skin and produce more testosterone, which can be a common reason for the facial hair in girls with PCOS. Coming to the next point, trans fat. Try to avoid anything that has trans fat, anything that has high sodium and fatty foods. Now let's talk about the foods which you should select if you are planning your diet for PCOD. So when talking about cereals, you can choose anything from barley, quinoa, oats, multigrain flour and brown rice. I would suggest that you skip muesli and cornflakes because these products contain high fructose corn syrup, which can be a reason for weight gain. If we talk about pulses, these are low glycemic index foods, be it yellow moong, green moong, whole moong, chana dal, or beans or pulses, soya bean, chickpea, or kidney beans. All these are very good options to choose from. If we talk about dairy, you can opt for skimmed or double toned or low fat milk products and buttermilk. Talking about fruits, especially the fruits which are low in carbohydrate like berries, peaches, oranges, pear, watermelon, apples, and papaya. These fruits can easily be eaten if you have PCOD. If we talk about nuts and seeds, it is very important to include them for essential micronutrients, like you can include pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds to meet the need for zinc and magnesium as well as selenium. And you can also include walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds for omega 3 in your diet. If we talk about vegetable, choose any vegetable which is high in fiber like beans, carrot, peas, broccoli, lettuce, tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, cauliflowers, spinach, etc. So these were the most preferred foods for a PCOD patient. The idea is to work around your diet around high fiber and high protein foods, which will help you with insulin resistance and will also help you prevent the weight gain issues if you're having PCOD. With this, we come to the end of this video. My name is Tanya and I'm a nutritionist. Thanks again for watching this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on my upcoming videos.